Good morning. Welcome to yoga. And we'll start off just getting the blood moving a little bit. And you can march again in a pace and a range that honors your body. I got little ones going. When I point that toe, stretch out the top of the foot, it kind of pushes that knee up higher. You can leave the arms out of it, or you can press the arms back, squeeze the back, open the chest, reach with the crown of the head. Exhale, squeeze, inhale, release. Now we do so much to squeeze the muscles and tighten and tighten and tighten. Sometimes it's good to do things to loosen up. And if you have a wall or a chair or anything to hold on to, and make sure when you do it, you're not going to kick anything. So stand on your right leg, soften the knee, spread the toes, hold on if you got something to hold on to, and start to just swing the one leg. What this is going to do is open up the joint a little bit. Now, if you swing your arms in opposition, that standing leg is working isometrically. And if you're holding the wall, you'll be able to get a bigger swing. And just let it pull open. And the arms as well. Let them pull. And 3, 2. Good job. Bring it back to the march. Other foot. And if you're going to the other side, again, always plant the foot, spread the toes. That gives you good balance. Soften that knee. And slowly swing a little bit and gradually increase, because you don't want to stub your toe on a table or anything that might be in the way. And soft knee you're standing on. Swing those arms or hold on. Honor your body. And relax the arms. Relax that swinging leg. Let the weight of it pull. And 2. And 1. Good job. March it out. A little lateral work. So, again, it can be little. It can be bigger. Now, I've had weights sitting there most of the classes I've done. This is the 4th class. And you can do bigger. Those of you who would actually like to jump and do it at a pace that honors your body, and do those arms. Now, I'm going to grab these little weights. These are 2 pounds. If you haven't done it before and you don't have hand weights, you can use a bottle of water. And you can always hit pause. I don't know if you can hit pause when it's live, but when you're watching the video, if you ever do it again, you can pause and gather some things to play with or use to support you. And 2 and 1. Bring it in, march it out. Now scan your posture. Tuck the tailbone, pull the belly, and slide the shoulders down, open and reach the crown of the head. Now push those hands back a little bit. Nice and slow and controlled. Bring them up, turn the palms forward, bend the elbows and push those elbows back, opening the chest, squeezing the back in a range that honors your body. And always do that first one. Nice, really slow and controlled, so you can know you have that movement. If you start throwing yourself in at a fast pace, you can throw something out, especially if you decided to put anything in your hands. And up, and open, and squeeze. Inhale up, open, squeeze, control it down. And 1 more. And open, and squeeze. Now, we're going to have those feet out wide and toe tap. Soften the knee and tap that toe. Now, we're going to turn the hips. When we turn, that heel lifts and you're on your toe. What that does is make sure you don't twist your knee. If you keep your feet down and you turn, you could twist your knee. So lift. Now, we're going to reach and pull back. Reach and pull back. Now, real important that that hand and elbow are just below the shoulders. When we come up here, it can be, it can injure your shoulder, especially if you have a weight in your hand. And reach and turn. So you can turn the torso, turn the shoulders, or not. Again, work at a range that honors your body. Now, other side. Tap, tap, and we're gonna turn and pull. So feel that shoulder blade come away from the spinal column, stretch its muscles, and squeeze it back. Reach, hand below the shoulder. So if you were in water and the water was up at your shoulders, pull your shoulders down in the water. Keep your hands and elbow in the water and reach and twist as much as honors that body. Last one. And bring it down. Now, we're going to bring those feet in and we're going to pull up one side and down on the other. Doesn't matter if you have weights in your hands or not. Honor your body. Do what works for you. And pull up, stretch through the side, and reach down on the other. Oppositional there. And two. And one. Good job. March it out. Just to get that blood pumping a little bit. Now, we're going to plant the feet, outsides of the feet parallel. Turn the thumbs and scoop, shoulders down, go up, and reach it out and down. Inhale up, shoulders down, chest open, float it up, and reach and squeeze it down. One more, lift, shoulders down, float up on the feet, that's optional, and down. Now bring your hands behind your back, clasp your fingers, slide your shoulders down, pull the elbows back. Hinge at the top of the thigh, tailbone out, belly to spine, flat back, flat back, flat back. Those knees are soft. Now how soft they are, you can soften them and inhale. And as you push through and extend without locking the knees, you'll feel that in your back. Tuck the tailbone. So roll up in a range that honors your body. Shoulders down, chest open, hands at the small of the back. Lift the heart center. Reach, use those ocular, those eye muscles. Stretch. And bring it up. Bring the hands down by the side. I was peeking to see if that fan was working. It's going to be bad if I'm already warm. He closed the door today. I don't know why they don't keep the air on. Lift and down. One more. Float it up. And down. Hopefully you have comfortable temperature where you are. Some people like it warmer so that they heat up more. Outsides of the feet parallel, as wide as honors your body. Nice soft knee, hinge at the top of the thigh. Bring those hands to or toward the mat. Roll the tailbone, let the torso hang. Take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, soften the knees, exhale, push through the heels, tuck the tailbone, and roll it up. One vertebra at a time. Turn the thumbs and scoop. And bring it out to a T. Relax those shoulders down, open the chest. Now turn, soften the knee, and push through the heel. Weight in that front heel. Exhale, sink. Inhale, float. Little micro movements deeper, little micro movements taller as you go up. Exhale, sink. Inhale, float. Now, we're going to scoop that back arm, take it underneath, wrap, and lift up. Reach. And reach forward. Bring that arm back, out, and tip into triangle. Extend that leg and reach. Open it up. And now bring it down. Turn to triangle, open. Turn the shoulder, the jaw, and the ocular. Reach. Exhale, bring it down. Open to the front, reach. Use your ocular. If you need to look at the ground to balance yourself, honor that. Bring it down. And twist to one. Exhale down. And and turn and open to the front. Exhale down. Last one to the back. Turn. Nice rotation. Reach. Use the ocular. Bring it down. Soften that back knee. Hop and turn the heel up. Scoot that front foot in so you're now centered on the mat. If there was a line going down the middle of the mat, your right foot would be to the right of it, your left to the left. Helps with your balance. Roll the tailbone, drop the weight of the head. Take a nice breath, relax into that stretch. Now soften that front knee, drop the hip, push through the heel. Now, if you have a pad for your knee, or you want to double up your mat, you can always just fold your mat over. Now drop the hip, relax, shoulders down, chest open, neck long. Now we're going to bend that back knee, flex the back foot, rock into that quadricep stretch. Quadricep is the top of the thigh. Now here, make the back of your neck long. So don't drop your head or look up. You want the back of your neck long. Now extend that back leg out. Now extend the front leg. Again, I'm going to keep on the first one, I'm going to keep up. So toe down, roll the tailbone, drop into it, drop the weight of the head, and breathe into that stretch. And try to let go. Now rock it forward, drop the hip, slide the shoulder down, lift the belly. Just give a little push into the hips, and then just relax and let gravity give that stretch. Bend the knee, flex the foot, find that quadricep stretch, work through it, get all four heads. Extend that back foot. This time, we're going to lift the toe on that front leg. Walk back. Now you can stay up like this, or you can sit back, whatever honors your body. Reach your arms, drop the weight of the head. Take a deep breath, fill all the way into the lower lobes of the lungs, feel those intercostal muscles between the ribs stretch, and let the air go, let the tension go, and pull that toe back, push through the heel, find that stretch. You can push through it, but then you want to relax it so that it can lengthen. When you push through it, you bring yourself a little further. It comes out of it a little bit, but you'll get the better effect if you relax. Now bring the hands back, push, rock forward, scoot that front foot forward if it's back. You want that knee over the ankle. Shoulders down, chest open. Flex the foot, find that stretch. Now put that back toe back, center up the hands, take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, pull that belly up and extend the legs. Adjust, still got the right foot to the right, left foot to the left. If you use a pad or a pillow or a blanket, you can set it in the middle back of your mat. Roll the tailbone, drop the weight of the head. Now, we're going to soften that back knee and hop that foot just a quarter of the way up. Put your hands at the front corners of the mat. Pull that front foot back, spread the toes. And that back leg will lift a little bit. As soon as it lifts, you're in standing splits. How far you want to go into standing splits is totally up to you. So reach those legs. You can bring your torso close to that standing leg. Remember, that standing leg is not locked. If you look at the ground, it will ground you. You can bring your hands closer to your foot. That smaller base gives you more of a challenge. Stretch the legs. And if you like, try to hold on to that leg. Reach. Now, if you look at the ground, it will ground you. If you tuck the chin and let the back of your neck be long, more of a challenge, looking at that shin. And go ahead and put the hands down, bring the back leg down, put the heel right behind the heel, shift the weight into that back heel and hip, stretch, let the torso hang, take a nice breath, completely fill the lungs, and exhale. Push through the heel, tuck the tailbone, pelvic floor up, belly to spine, and roll it up, one vertebra at a time. Now, soften that standing leg and put the feet parallel. Turn the thumbs and scoop. And out and down. Scoop, shoulders down, chest open, float it up, and bring it down. Now, hinge at the top of the thigh. Bring those hands back down to the mat. And step that right foot back. Go down into the lunge. Lift the belly, shoulders down. Drop the hip a little and pull it up with the belly. Drop the hip a little, pull it up with the belly. One more time, relax into it, shoulders down, chest open, back of the neck long. Now, we'll actually be turning to the back, so we're going to turn to bring that heel in. And you put your hands on the floor or on the thighs. We're going to take the right hand and push it into the thigh. And then the left, shoulders down, chest open. One more time to each side, find that stretch. Turn. And now we're going to turn to the other end of the mat. Turn that back heel up, push into the lunge, drop the hip, and pull it up. Drop the hip, and pull it up. Drop the hip, and pull it up. A little bit. Find that stretch, push through the back heel. Now, push your hands into the floor, take that right foot, and bring it back into a plank. Shoulders down, chest open. Drop the hips, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Push through the heels. Those of you who want to do cat can do cat with the knees down. And even if you're in cat, you can take that right leg and extend it up. Stretch. And bring it forward. Drop the hip, open the chest. Now we're going to turn that back heel around. Go back, slide shoulders down, open the chest, and push. One arm and the other. And one arm and the other. And now turn back to that first side. Turn that heel up, drop the hip, pull the belly up, and go out into a plank. Squeeze the plank, drop the hip, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog or cat. Push through the heels, slide the shoulders down. Now take that left leg, extend it up for a stretch, and bring it down. And you can bring it through. If you need to take your hand and pull it up a little more, honor that. Drop the hip. Now, we're going to exhale, pull that belly up, and bring the feet next to each other. So you can do it in a couple hops or one. Put the hands behind you, tuck the chin, and turn the thumbs, and reverse dive. Bring it up. Bring the hands together. Lift the heart center, open the chest, use the ocular, and stretch. And come up, out and down. Scoop with footwork. Okay, I actually forgot the weights this time. So let's hinge, grab the weights if you're using them, roll it up, march it out. Now, we're at one end of the mat. We're going to take and put the outside edge of our foot at the back, and the other foot is going to go heel to toe. If it's too hard to balance, stagger those feet a little bit. Now, knees are soft, tailbones tucked under belly to spine. Turn the thumbs out, shoulders down, come up, and reach it out and down. Inhale up, shoulders down. Exhale out and down. Now, here's where we go. Right hand forward, left hand out to the side. And then switch at the top. Palms down and palms up. And down. Keep those shoulders down. Tendency, I'm going to do it wrong, is for those shoulders to come up and push down. So I'm going to do it right now. Shoulders down, neck long. Now, we're going to come up the same slot. So that left hand is forward, right hand out to the side, and then switch at the top and go down. And scoop. So those legs are working isometrically. We're setting our core off balance. Those core stabilizers have to work. Working through the shoulders. Reach, inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, last one. And bring it down. Now hinge at the top of the thigh. Go into it. Push back through that heel and that hip. Stretch. And evenly distribute. Turn to the length of the mat for twisted plank. Push through the heel and the hip. Find that stretch. And evenly distribute. Now you might want to set those weights aside and walk the hands out into a twisted plank. So you're on the sides of your feet. If this is a bit much for you, set that knee down. We're going to drop the hip a little bit and pull it up. You can drop it lower and lift it higher, or you can do it from the sides of your feet in whatever range honors your body. Inhale, exhale, pull. Inhale. Use that exhale. You'll feel it in your oblique. Inhale, exhale, pull. Inhale, exhale, pull. One more. Now, out into that plank. Now, take that foot at the front corner, bend the knee to the elbow, and then bring it back to the corner. So if your knee is down, you can just scoot it toward the wrist and bring it back. Just trying to lift it will get you that work. Reach and crunch. Inhale, exhale. And last one. Now, set the knees down, hip down, and bend the knees. That front leg is to the front edge of the mat, and that top leg, the shin, is to the end. Hold on to the shin, wrap the hand around the head, and stretch. Reach with that elbow, come up, and reach to the other side. Slide, and stretch the rib cage. Lift up, hand on the shin, wrap the hand around the head, lift with the elbow, reach. Inhale through the nose, and put the hand up, hip down in opposition, find that stretch wherever it is for you, and inhale, bring it up. All right, now we're going to turn to the length of our mat. Again, if you want to double up to go down on the forearms, slide the shoulders down. We're going to take that top leg and lift it. Now I want you to lift it high. Now make sure those shoulders are turned and that belly is lifted and that spine is long. And we're going to pulse it at the top. Now hold it at the top a little bit higher. And we're going to flex the foot and we're going to kick the leg out gently, be nice to the knee. And then when you pull that knee in, belly to spine, stretch through the glute. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. So be nice to that knee joint. You don't want to throw it out there. You want it nice and controlled. By pushing through the heel, pulling the toe back, you protect that patella. Don't let you slump down on the shoulders. Pull the shoulders down, open the chest, lift the belly, and reach and stretch through the glute. Push and stretch through the glute. Now, this time, you're going to hold that leg out there. Flex the foot. There's a crayon on your heel. I want you to circle and draw a little circle. Reach for the wall. Pull the belly up, shoulders down, neck long. Now, we're going to circle in the other direction. Use that breath to pull the belly in. Shoulders are down, chest is open. Find that circle, flex the foot, reach, and bend the knee, bring it in. Now keep the knee bent, push the heel back, stretch through the front of the leg. And now exhale, crunch the abs, and bring it in, stretch the glute. Crunch back, crunch forward, back, and forward. Inhale, exhale. Reach and crunch again at a range that honors your body. Started going a little fast there. And now bring it to the center. And one more time, pulse. Hold it at the top, a little bit higher. Hold it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Set it down. Push yourself up. Take that top leg and put it on the other side of the knee. Try to get that sit bone down, and if this is in the way, you need to pull that foot out. Hug that leg in. Opposite hand as leg comes forward, and the same hand turns, and you twist. Shoulder, jaw, ocular, hug the leg in. Inhale, release, and twist. Turn the shoulders, the jaw, and the ocular, hug the leg. Inhale, release. If you like, put the tricep on the quadricep and turn shoulder, jaw, and ocular. Just a a little bit further. Inhale, come up and out of it. One more time, twist. And release. Now, we're gonna untangle those legs, bounce them out. Now, if you want your weights, scoop, slide the shoulders down, open the chest, lift the heart center. You're gonna hinge at the top of the thigh and reach as far down the legs as honors your body. Those weights will pull a little extra. Drop the weight of the head, pull the toes back, feel the length in the back of the legs. Take a nice inhale all the way into the lower lobes of the lungs. And exhale. Tuck the tailbone, pelvic floor up, belly to spine. Roll it up. Shoulders down, chest open. Now, set the weights down for a moment, and we're going to put the soles of our feet on the floor. Hands behind you, fingers forward is a goal. If that isn't comfortable for you, honor your body. Shoulders down, chest open. Now, we're going to squeeze the legs together. We're going to go to one side, a second side, and a third. And then that top leg is going to kick out and come back. So inhale, 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 exhale, exhale. Now, I go through progressions. So if you want to lift those legs, you can lift them and go inhale, 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 exhale, exhale. And one more challenge. I lost count. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Kick both legs if you like. And one more. We gotta do one more set. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Kick back, cross the ankles, sit it up, bring the hands out front, walk it out, take a breath and stretch. And let it go. One more, tuck the tailbone, pelvic floor, belly to spine, and roll it out. Now, let's put the soles of the feet on the floor, drop the knees, untangle the mat, weights out of the way, put your hands at the length of the mat, put your toes on the mat, and pull the knees underneath, lifting that belly up. Now, again, you can do cat. I'm going to do one cat just in case anybody didn't see my previous videos. So we're going to tuck the tailbone, belly to spine, and pull back. As if there's something, a string going from your belly button right through the back. Paws are stuck, and you're going to stretch. Now tuck the tailbone, roll it out, shoulders down, chest open, and now you're in a knee plank. Drop the hips, open the chest, and I'm going to pull back into a full downward dog. You can stay in cat if you like. Push through the heel, roll the tailbone, slide the shoulders down the back. Go up, pull the belly up, roll out, around into that plank. Squeeze the plank. Now push through the heels and tippy-toe. Exhale, push through the heels and tippy-toe. Really feel that roll through the abs. And 2, and 1. Push through those heels. Now, if you're in cat or you have your knees down, you're in a knee plank, pull up into a full downward dog, slide the shoulders down, and walk the feet to the hands. Put the hands between the feet, the feet between the hands behind the legs, tuck the chin. Oh boy, perfect is boring and I'm really doing it today. And hands on the shins, stretch, flat back, and hands behind, tuck the chin, give a hug. Turn the thumbs and reverse dive. Bring it up, palms together, lift the heart center, open the chest, zip and wrap the thighs, pelvic floor up, belly to spine, open the chest, use the ocular, and lift it up, and bring it out and down. Grab your weights if you want to use them. And we're going to go to the other end of the mat. Put your foot all the way to the outside edge, spread the toes. Again, heel to toe, or stagger it if you need the balance. And remember, when you're practicing balance, don't practice by a sharp stone or iron table. Practice around a nice soft couch. If you've got one of those coffee tables that will injure you, get it out of the way. Soften the knee, tuck the tailbone, turn the thumbs, reach the arms out, keep those shoulders down. Turn the palms out, wet sponge under your arms, squeeze. Feel that axilla muscle and that latissimus dorsi. Inhale through the nose, reach it up. Exhale out the mouth, bring it down. Now, that right hand is gonna go forward, left hand stays out, and switch at the top. Knees are soft, don't lock them out. Tuck the tailbone, pelvic floor up, belly to spine, shoulders down, crown reaching. Inhale up, exhale down. Legs are working isometrically. Working the shoulders, those core stabilizers. And now, when we get to the bottom, we're gonna go up the same slot. So that left hand is forward, right hand is out, and down. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Reach and down. One more. Now, hinge at the top and reach down. Rock back into that back heel. Push through the hip, drop the weight of the head, take a nice stretch. And inhale, evenly distribute the weight to each foot. Set the weights to the side and rock back into that back heel and hip. Feel that stretch, a little more intensity with the twist, and then walk it out. Spread the fingers. Again, that knee can be down, a little dip, big dip. Knee can be up, little dip, or big dip. So honor your body, find your challenge point. Inhale as you reach out, exhale, pull up. You'll feel that in the obliques. Inhale, reach, exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach, exhale, crunch. Now, we're going to hold it in that plank. Again, if that knee is down, try to slide it toward the wrist and go back. Even that little lift is going to go into that oblique. If you can extend the leg and reach knee to elbow and the corner front, honor that. Do what works for you. And 2. And 1. Good job. Reach it out. Set the hips down. Bend the knees. And hand out the shin. Wrap the hand around the head. And stretch. Lift it up. Bring the hand by your side. Stretch palm, armpit, and gaze to the ceiling. Stretch through that rib cage. Lift. And hand out the shin. Scoop. And wrap it around. And lift. One more, reach. And come up. Now, we're gonna turn to the length of the mat, double it up if you like, or you can use the pillow or towel, whatever you have. Slide the shoulders down, square the hips, lift that leg. Pull the belly in, shoulders down, neck long. And we're gonna lift that leg high and pulse. Hold it up a little higher, pull the belly in, shoulders down, flex the foot, kick it out, nice extension on the knee, but don't flick it. Be nice to your knee. So reach and then crunch it up. Inhale, reach, exhale, crunch it up. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Reach, push through that heel, and stretch through that glute. Last one. Reach, and this time reach it out there. Flex the foot. You've got that crayon on your heel. Draw little circles. Breathe. Don't let the upper body collapse. And we're going to circle in the other direction. Reach like you're trying to get to the wall with that heel. I know we're not supposed to draw with crayons on the wall, right? And now hold it out there, bend the knee in, bring the knee forward and push the heel back. Exhale, crunch, inhale, stretch the top. Reach, don't let that shoulder collapse. You're working that upper body as well, those stabilizers, holding you up. We'll pull that belly in. Find that range of motion. Can you come a little further forward, a little further back, and center it up. Hold it up a little higher. Here comes that second pulse. Hold it at the top for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and set it down. Push yourself up. Untangle the mat. Take that top leg. Put it to the other side of the knee. Make sure this is out of the way. The other side, I didn't tell you, you can extend that leg. You certainly can if this is too intense for you. Take the opposite hand to the leg and hug it in. Same hand as leg behind you. Sit up nice and tall and turn the shoulders, the jaw, the ocular, hug it in. Inhale, get a little taller. And exhale, shoulders, jaw, and ocular. Inhale, release. One more time. Twist. And release. So if you like, you can put the tricep on the quadricep. Sit up tall, and one more time. Shoulders, jaw, ocular. And when I say one more time, this side we do 3. So again, and now one more time with this. And turn the shoulder, the jaw, and the ocular a little further. And release. Untangle those legs. Bounce them out. Center yourself on the mat. Open the legs up in whatever range honors your body. Now, again, those knees can be bent. If it's comfortable for you to stretch them out, those toes can be extended. If it's comfortable, you can pull them back. And then walk it out. Find that stretch. Drop the weight of the head. Take a big inhale all the way into the lower lobes of the lungs. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone and roll it up. One vertebra at a time. Shoulders down, chest open. Now, one palm up, or both palms up, one at the top, one at the bottom. And reach in opposition. Tip to the side. Try to pull the chest through the arms so you're not collapsing in. And reach. Hold position. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift up. Inhale, switch the hands. And reach to the other side. And inhale, expand. And exhale, lift. And switch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, switch. One more, twist. Inhale. And exhale, lift. Now, we're going to bounce those legs. Bring them in. Bring the feet to the edge of the mat. Sit up nice and tall. Again, drop your sits bones. Your back is round. But if you pull, slide the shoulders down, open the chest. Now, I'm going to use the weights. You don't have to. Tuck the tailbone. Fan out the vertebra. Lay one down at a time using the abs as brakes, laying that spine down nice and long. Bring the arms over without popping the ribs. Keep yourself on the mat. Now, bring one knee to your chest and the other, and put those hands behind your thighs, and kick, and exhale, roll it up. Now, those weights will actually make it easier for you to come up. So palms up, tuck the tailbone, roll it down, fan out the vertebra. Bring the arms up and over. Bring those legs up. Now I'm going through progressions. I'm not going to put my hands behind. I'm going to throw, don't let go, but throw the arms and the legs and the breath. Don't forget that breath as you push. Because if you stop the breath, you'll stop the movement. Tuck the tailbone. You might find throwing those weights in your hands, don't let go of them, will roll you up. So you might want to try it with the legs down. And push. Bringing those weights up. Tuck the tailbone, roll it down. So weights can be used to help, or you can cross them on your chest. Now your abs have to lift a few extra pounds. Follow the breath, and sit it up nice and tall. Tuck the tailbone, fan the vertebra out. Now we're going to do 3 more in whatever progression honors your body. And sit up, find your challenge point. Fan out the vertebra, stretch, and lengthen. Inhale nice and long. Exhale, use the breath, push, up, And this time, lay it down. Neck nice and long, shoulders down, chest open. Put the heels out from your sits bones. If you're using weights or bottles of water, whichever, put them at your hips. And again, this is an option. So we're gonna pelvic floor up, belly to spine, roll it up, push through the hips. Inhale at the top and exhale, as if someone's got those knees and is pulling nice and long. So now you're gonna set one vertebra down at a time, starting at the top, articulating down, release the tailbone, take a nice inhale. Exhale, pelvic floor, abdominals, hamstrings, glutes, stretch, push, shoulders down, neck long. Inhale at the top. And exhale, pull that spine long, stretch. You can get an adjustment if you really pull. And release, take a nice inhale. Exhale, pelvic floor, abdominals, hamstrings, glutes, roll it up, push. Now hold it at the top and we're gonna pulse. I want you to imagine a balloon between your knees. So you're gonna push through the heels and you're gonna kind of squeeze those knees together, get those adductors involved. Push through the hips, shoulders are down, chest is open, neck is long, and you can have that little bit of extra weight on your hips if you like. And 2, and 1. Hold it at the top, inhale, and pull that spine nice and long, stretch it out, make it longer than it was before, release the tailbone, take a nice inhale. Now, bend one knee and the other and extend those feet up to the ceiling. Now we're gonna take our right hand and we're gonna reach up towards our left toe, ankle, whatever you can reach. And down. Now the other side, reach and reach. Now if you wanna move those legs and walk them a little bit. So the one you're not reaching to goes out, reach and lift that shoulder and reach and reach. And reach, and reach, and 2, and 1. Good job. Lay it down, bend the knees. Now, we're going to do diamonds. So when you open up your knees, you kind of make a diamond there, and you're gonna reach through the diamond and lay it back. Now you can do this with just your hands or with the weights. You can also try to lift and you work those lower abs by lifting those hips up. Inhale, exhale, push. Inhale, exhale, push. Inhale, exhale, push. And push. One more. And bend the knees. Now, we're going to put the knees together. We're going to keep the hands together. And we're going to reach to one side and to the other. So back and roll up. Back, other side, roll up. Now you can switch those knees side to side and get those obliques. And 2. And last one. And lay it down. Put one foot down and the other. Bring those arms up and use that breath. Exhale, roll it up. Whatever progression honors your body. Sit it up nice and tall. We're going to set the weights aside. Drop the knees to the side. Put the hands at the length and flip it over. Slide the shoulders down. Spread the fingers. Curl the toes under. And now here you can go into cat or into a full plank. A knee plank, okay, knee plank. And I'll do a cat again. Pull the belly back. Wrap. Pause or stop. Roll it up so you can be in a full plank or a cat. I'm going to do full plank. I'm going to go up into downward dog. Push through the heels. Roll it back out into the plank. So on your knees or your toes, honor your body. Now we're going to take that right arm, bend the elbow, and then come down on your elbows. Squeeze the plank. Now take that right hand and go back up. Now take the left hand, go down, down, and left hand up, up. And one more set. So down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Good job. Drop the hips, open the chest, set the knees down, lay the toes out, and press back. Forehead toward the mat in prayer pose. Take a big inhale all the way into the lower lobes of the lungs. And exhale, tuck the tailbone, pelvic floor up, belly to spine. Roll it up. Shoulders down, chest open. Take just a moment in hero pose. And remember, if it's too tight on the top of the knees, take and either put that pillow or that towel so you can relax. If you're grimacing and holding your breath, that is not going to let those muscles. If they're tight, you're not going to be able to stretch them. So put either under your bum, or if you can't get your ankles down, put that towel under there so you can relax into it and let it lengthen. Now, we're going to take, you could use a pad, a pillow, or double up your mat. This one, I kind of like the double mat better. Now, if your knees are together, it's going to be a little harder to balance, so that'll be a little more of a challenge. If you open them up right underneath, or you can go a little wider onto your body. Put the hands on the small of your back, slide your shoulders down, pull the elbows back. Lift the heart center, use the ocular, and stretch. And lift it up. Slide the shoulders down. Now, we're going to go through progressions. So take the hand that's closest to me, fingernails to the mat, and then reach it forward. Reach it up nice and slow and controlled. Get that range of motion and put the hand on the small of your back. Now the other side. Windmill it up, around, open the chest, twist, and bring it back. Just to make sure there's no kinks in the shoulders. Now a tip here is to curl those toes under. Some people have toe issues and you can't curl it under. Again, you can use the towel under the ankles if you like. Now, I'll show you why it's nice to have those ankles up, because if you windmill around, you can go to that ankle and it's a little closer when those toes are up. A lot closer when you have big feet like mine. Bring those hands and reach that oppositional stretch and then lift to the ceiling and forward and have it help you up. Other side, fingertips down, forward, windmill it up. Now if you can't reach that ankle, go to the small of the back. Other hand reaches, the shoulders turn and stretch. And lift it up and bring it forward. Hands at the small of the back, slide the shoulders down. Next progression, windmill it around, go to the small of the back or the ankle. Other hand reaches in opposition. Now you can try first to go all the way around. If that doesn't work, bring that hand forward. Otherwise, both hands up the ankles, find that stretch. And bring that first hand forward. And then the other hand up and around. Hands on the smaller back, we'll do it on the other side. Sometimes you can't do it on one side, but you can on the other. So depending on how close you are, you might want to try that. So either to the small of the back or the ankle, other hand in opposition. Reach, stretch up, and either go forward or all the way around. And then take that first hand, reach it forward, and bring the other one up. Hands on the small back, slide the shoulders down. Now, we're going to point those toes and step back. Untangling. And now we're going to reach back out. This time we're going to reach all the way to the front edge of the mat. Normally I like you to keep your wrists under your shoulders. But this one, you want to open up in a range that honors your body. We're going to take that right knee and try and bring it up as high to that right wrist as we can. Now that right foot crosses the midline. So turn it out, go into pigeon. That left leg slides back in a range that honors your body. Come down to your elbows. Now you can stack your fists and rest your forehead. You can make your hands flat and come down a little further, or you can put your forehead all the way on the mat, whatever honors you. Take a deep inhale. Let the air go. There's a neurological response when your forehead is touched. It helps you relax. So when people are fatigued, the back of their hands go to their forehead. Take a nice deep breath all the way into the lower lobes of the lungs. And let go. That's why a kiss on the forehead is so special. You just neurologically relax. Now lift the head and come up to the hands. Now here, if you let that belly drop, you're going to get a pull on your back. So really pull that belly in, slide the shoulders down, and you're going to bend that back knee. Flex the foot. Now, I'm going to go through progressions. If this is a big enough stretch for you, honor that. If you want to center up that right hand and take that left hand to the inside arch of that left foot or the ankle and pull it in a range that honors your body. Other hand can go up and over, and if it's comfortable, you can grab that toe and come around. So whichever progression honors your body, breathe and stretch into it. That's why it's sliding. I have motion. Hands. I thought it was just because it's hot in here. We're going to have to do something about the temperature in here. Slide the shoulders down, curl the toes under, take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, pull the belly and push back into prayer pose. Arms drag, forehead toward the mat. Take a nice inhale. And reach those arms up, out, turn the palms up, and hands palms up down by your feet in child pose. Let the shoulder blades slide away from each other. Expand and let go. One more big inhale, all the way into the lower lobes of the lungs. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone and roll it up. One vertebra at a time. Sit up. And we're going to do the other side. So reach way out there. Now, you're going to take the left knee to the left wrist. That foot crosses the midline. Right leg slides back in a range that honors your body. Soften the elbows, bring it down, stack the fists, the palms of the hands, or bring your forehead to the mat. Take those nice, long, relaxing breaths. You set a wet rag on the countertop. Slowly, it just relaxes and falls into the mat. So just relax and let yourself relax. One more big inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, lift the head, lift the elbows, walk the hands back. And again, pull the belly in to support that back. Center up the left hand. Bend the right knee, reach back to the right ankle or arch of the foot. Pull it in a range that honors your body. You can come into your elbow. You can reach around. Sometimes you can flex on one side or the other. You can grab the toe and turn. Just not being successful on that side. All right, now put your hands down and push back into prayer pose. Forehead toward the mat. Take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone and roll it up. One vertebra at a time. Slide the shoulders down, open the chest. And we're going to come down to our elbows. Shoulders down, chest open. And if this is a bit much on your knees, you can use the pad or double up the mat. Now we're going to take that right heel, and it's a straight line. So right now, the back of my neck is nice and long, and it's a straight line. Now I'm going to do it wrong. I'm going to look up and put my leg too high, and that's going to be hard on my back. So push through the heel and lengthen shoulders down, chest open. Now we're going to cross the midline and go off the mat on the opposite side. Now squeeze it up to that center again and go outside on the other side of the mat. Squeeze it up and cross over. Squeeze it up and go outside. And squeeze. Last one. Bring that knee in, lay the toes out, push back. Now walk the hands to the left and drop the hips to the right. Take a nice inhale. Fill all the way into the lower lobes of the lungs and let go. And just let gravity give you a nice stretch. Bring those hips to the center. Walk those hands to the center. Come back up on the elbows, shoulders down, neck long. Push through the left heel. Squeeze that hamstring and glute. Cross the midline and squeeze it up in that straight line. Reach and outside, touch the toes, squeeze it up. Cross it over, squeeze it up. Go outside, squeeze it up. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Use that exhale to pull that belly up, support that back. Squeeze. Last one. Squeeze it up, bring the knee in, push back. Bring the arms to the right, drop the hips to the left, forehead toward the mat, and a nice long relaxing breath. Bring your hips to the center, hands to the center, tuck the tailbone, and come up into hero pose. Shoulders down, chest open. Now, we're going to put our hands on the mat, cross the ankles, and you can flip through. You can push your hands down and flip through. Now, I did a couple new things today, but I only did a couple reps of each. If you do 3 reps of an exercise that's really challenging, palms up, tuck the tailbone, roll it down. The next day, if you do it, those 3 reps will be so much easier. The next day, 5 reps, and do that for a couple days, and then 8. And it's easy to build up into those more challenging. It's not easy to do 20 of them the first time. Now, bring your hands down by your hips, bring your heels up to your sits bones, walk your feet together, let the knees fall open. Take a nice breath. Completely fill the lungs. If you feel your shoulders up, pull them down. If your back is arched, push your heels together and tuck the tailbone. And let go. Take your fingernails at the top of the forehead and scratch back. Work your way around your temples, behind the ears, and the base of the neck. Let your hands rest on your belly. Take a nice inhale, completely fill the lungs. And exhale, push your head back into the mat. Push. Inhale, release. Now exhale, push it into the mat and turn your head to the side as you push and go as far over as feels good to you. And press, bring it back. Exhale, push to the other side. And inhale, push, bring it back. Exhale, that can really help. Take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, bring those legs together. One knee up and the other, and roll it up. Sit up nice and tall, however comfortable for you. We're going to palms up, and we're going to take the left hand, pat of the thumb, pat of the index finger, and press. And on the other hand, pat of the thumb and pat of the pinky. And we're going to go through each finger. So go to the next finger, the next finger, the next finger. You should have one pinky and one index, and roll back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to do sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Say it almost like you're humming it. Get those vibrations. Sit up nice and tall and breathe. Now, if you've got this, you might want to try another challenge. It's with the palms down. Sa, ta, na, ma. Also, apply pressure and squeeze. Might as well work those hands while we're doing it. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta. Another challenge is to have one hand up, one hand down. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na. Now, another challenge is to switch which hand is up, which hand is down. And sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, sa, ta, na, sa, ta. And last challenge is fingers point to each other. One thumb at the top, one at the bottom, and sa, ta, na, sa, ta, na. The pace at which you let you go, because if you go nice and slow, you can do it, and then if you want more of a challenge, you can try and go faster. So you don't have to go right with me. But this is a really good brain exercise, much like crossword puzzles and things are for your brain. And all you need to do is have your fingers, which the majority of us have our fingers. And now palms up, and we're going to take the pat of the thumb to the nail bed of the index finger, stretch the other 3 fingers, stretch at the wrist, extend at the elbow, open the chest, and lengthen the neck. If we've been spending a lot of time online like this is really nice for opening it up, squeezing the back, and balancing out. Sit up nice and tall. This mudra is a recycle mudra. It looks a lot like karma. So all that you put into your workout comes back to you tenfold. And I want you to bring your happiest thought. The first thing when I said happiest thought, because if you're here working out, you have a lot to be thankful for, a lot to be happy about. So meditate in that happiness. See what that happiness is, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it. Immerse yourself, meditate in all the sensations of that happiness. Take a deep breath and bring that sensation of happiness to every cell in your body. And you know, a smile is contagious. And if you're even on the phone where nowadays you can see each other, but if you can't, you can still hear if someone is smiling. So carry that throughout your day and be happy. Traditional way to end a yoga class is with namaste. Namaste means the light in me honors the light in me. We'll put our hands together on our heart center and namaste. Thank you.